Modelland is about a young girl, and her name is Tuki de la Creme. She's 15 years old, super awkward, insecure. She's got one green eye and one brown eye. I've got two green eyes, so that lets you know she's partly inspired by me. She's tall and gangly. I was tall and gangly when I was a young teen. And she's got a really big forehead, and I have a really big forehead. So Tuki's life in Modelland is very close to my life and my experiences as a model. But of course it's fiction. Tuki gets into this school, Modelland, that is a magical place on top of this mountain. And they create intoxibellas, which are supermodels with superpowers. And Tuki doesn't know why she's there, and she's constantly doubting herself. When she looks in the mirror, she knows she doesn't look like any of these girls there. So Modelland is campy and it's fun, it's exciting, it's dark, it's mysterious. But at the same time, there's the message of expanding the definition of beauty and having girls read this book and feel, or people read this book and feel better about themselves after they finish it. Modelland took me 5 years to complete. 5 years ago, I wrote the idea on a scrap of paper and put it into my purse. And then I later opened it and was like, oh my God, this is a really cool idea. So there were like years of developing and backstory and character descriptions, and there's so much about these characters that aren't even in the books, just so that when I'm writing, I have a true person that I'm actually, working with. And the hardest part for writing Modelland, I would have to say, was a time thing. I would fit it in between America's Next Top Model or doing my talk show. And I realized that I needed to really focus and not just fit it in. So I would book chunks of time out. I would leave for a month and go and just write every single day. Sometimes I'd go to the library and only get up to go to the bathroom and forget to eat. And then at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock would roll around, I'm like, gosh, I'm hungry. So that's the dedication that it took to write it. When I was really young, a young model, and I told the receptionist at my modeling agency, that I was really excited because I just booked 17 magazine, and I couldn't believe I booked 17 magazine. That receptionist told me, you need to wipe that smile off your face, you're a black model, and you're only going to get so far, and the most you'll probably be in terms of the modeling industry is a receptionist like me. Now, I could have let that moment crush me, but instead I heard her words and I fought and continued to push. When I became a model, I started hearing that my butt was too big, I was gaining weight, I wasn't good enough, these high fashion designers didn't want to hire me anymore. And my mom helped me through that process and said, go to where people will hire you. So I changed my career to be more commercial and more accessible as opposed to this high fashion thing. So my mom has always told me that if the front door is not open, go through the side or the back door, or cut through a window, or go down into that basement, or climb up that house to get into the attic, but get into the house, which is the dream. So that's what I'm always trying to do, is push past the negativity. With Modelland, people are like, wow, she wrote a book, what's that about? And I'm like, yeah, I wrote a book. So it's constant, pushing past those obstacles and people's expectations or putting you in a box.